What's happening, FlowChat Connector? In this video, I'm going to show you 4 steps on how to identify your perfect target audience on Facebook. So if you've been wanting to learn how to do some sales prospecting, specifically for Facebook, you're wanting to understand sales pipelines or even how to build sales pipelines, this video is going to be the one for you. So let's get into it. Here we go. What's up, FlowChat Connector? Bam! Back at you for another high-ticket tune-up. In this series, we're going to talk about how to identify your perfect target audience on Facebook. And also, we're going to go through 4 short steps. Hope you're having a great day today. Make sure and like this video, share this out to somebody else who needs to get better at sales and learn these skills. And of course, subscribe to the channel. With that said, let's get into it. First and foremost, we're going to identify 4 steps to how to build your right target audience from scratch and kind of move forward with winning the game. So here we go. First step is this. Very simply, what we want to do is we want to define our product or service. So if you haven't done this yet, take a minute, write down these questions, and just understand, what is your unique value proposition? What is the thing that separates you from everybody else? Now, this could be a hard thing to write down. A lot of different examples that we could go down the path of is like, I was just actually talking with a guy who does Instagram followings yesterday, and he grows them at light speed. And he said, no, I'm looking for this particular person that is in this one little spot who is ready to really explode their social selling. And they want to use Instagram. So it's like, and then the unique value proposition that he brings to the table is his system can grow Instagram channel more rapidly than anybody else that I've ever seen. In fact, we used it on my Instagram at some period of time ago, and it worked really, really well. So the unique value in his world was, I can grow Instagram channels at light speed faster than anyone else, which is great. And that works. And that could be that simple, or it could be a lot more complex. Take some time, write this down. Secondly, how does it meet the need of your potential clients? What does, in this case, a big following on Instagram share? Now, if you're an online entrepreneur, people look at social credibility, so that becomes valuable, right? So it does meet the need of checking the box of, look, this person's real, they have a big following, et cetera, right? So, and then what transformation do you provide to them? Right? In this case, the biggest transformation that was provided to me was the confidence that it actually can happen with real people, and it doesn't have to be bots and anything else. And so when I'm looking at like his example, I see the unique proposition. It does meet the need of the client, and it provides me the transformation of giving me confidence and the ability to kind of move forward. So what are those things for you and your business that actually works for, right? So that's the first thing that we got to do, define that. Secondly, we're going to move on and identify your ideal client. Who do you serve? Where do they live? What's their demographics, right? How old are they? Are they male? Are they female? What are they interested in? What type of behaviors do they have? Again, take a screenshot of this and maybe write down all the stuff here. It's like age, gender, location, income, occupation. You can use, if you have a business page on Facebook, you can actually look at insights, which will tell you some statistical data and some demographic data of exactly who is viewing and looking at some of your content if you're already posting content. But again, if you don't have that yet, just take out a piece of paper and write this down. Really great activity. The better you can define your target audience, the more effective you're going to be in the game, right? And there might be a specific niche that you identify it by. It'd be a geographic location. If maybe you're a brick and mortar store trying to get people to come into your gym, as an example, well, that means you're going to be the local area becomes your target market, and then we need to figure out within that local area, who are the people that are most likely to come. If it's a high-end gym, maybe we start looking at people in this area that wear fancy clothes or fancy watches or drive really nice cars. That could be an indicator of this is your perfect pocket of people. So identifying your true ideal clients and spending a long time to do this is one of the fastest ways that you're going to go win. Once you have identified your target audience and you know your unique value proposition, it's time to dig in. And this is where the rubber meets the road on step 3 here. Really valuable. This is what we talk about, conducting market research. I encourage you to do this immediately, right? As soon as you got the first 2 steps done, and just connect with 5 to 10 potential clients. Go on Facebook, find those people who you think would be like, oh my God, this would be a perfect client for me, and reach out to them and say, hey, I'm doing some marketing research in this particular area. I would be wondering if you'd be open to a quick call where I could ask you just 5 or 10 questions about getting in shape if you're doing the gym thing, or using the internet to prospect, or trying to grow an Instagram channel to grow your business, or whatever the thing is that you're conducting marketing research. And the key for this part is really truly do not sell. Do not even say it. It's not going to be a sales call. It's just purely marketing intel for me, because I'm coming out with something new and innovative and exciting here shortly. And I just need to make sure that I got it right. So would you be open for just a quick conversation on Zoom for 10, 15 minutes? Those types of conversations are going to give you the world of insight that you need, because look, your idea might be your idea. It's not somebody else's idea. We need the market to validate that. When Chris and I started our previous high ticket agency that we were running for a long time, we went and actually spoke with 40 potential clients. We identified them. We knew what the value is we were going to bring them. In fact, it was how to build a sales department, right? A sales ecosystem in a company. And so we went and we identified that, like, hey, we can do this at a level that not many people can, because we've done it so many times. And so then we said, let's go talk to some of these people. We identified about 40 of them, called all of them, had calls with every single one of them. We just asked relevant questions around, hey, do you like to sell? Do you not like to sell? What are you struggling with in the sales department? Like, those types of questions were really valuable. And here's what happened. Of the 40 people we spoke with, 5 of them raised their hand and said, we're not getting off the phone until we start working together. So naturally, you're going to get some business out of this step 3 here if you're doing this correctly, right? But it does take some effort for you to get in and start having the conversations. Once you've identified the marketing research results have come back and you're like, okay, yes, my transformation is right. My unique proposition is good. My audience is the right people. And we've done the marketing research. The next thing and the last thing to do, very simply here, is to just start doing the outreach, right? Now, in this case, we recommend FlowChat. FlowChat is pound for pound the best software on the marketplace that can actually do this for you. And here's the method, right? It's just execute what we call the send 10. You don't need FlowChat for this, but again, if you want to check out FlowChat, there's a link in the description below that you can come get a call with our team and just learn about how fast this creates efficiencies for you and how it does it differently and at scale. We work on 9 platforms. It's a really badass tech. Come look at it. But the idea here is what we call the send 10 method. The send 10 method is very simple. It's just every single day identifying the 10 next best prospects that you can bring into your world that can become clients for you, and reaching out and talking about it. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about some pro tips really quick here, because this is very important. Somebody once asked me, they said, Sean, what does it take to be one of the best communicators and best salespeople on the planet? There's one thing you could share. I said, there's not one, there's 3. Number 1, you have to have conviction. Right? If you're not convicted that you can bring the transformation and about what you're doing, and you really love the service that you're providing, that's okay, right? What you want to do there is just take out a piece of paper and write down all the reasons why you don't feel convicted about what it is that you serve, your product or service, and then sell yourself on it, or get somebody else in your organization to sell you on it. Or even if you don't have that, go to a friend and ask them to help you sell that, right? Sell yourself on the conviction that you need in order for you to execute on the send 10 method. Secondly, consistency. This doesn't work if you don't do it consistently. We all know that, right? It's the minimum effective daily dose that we need to put into our business. Look, every single day I get into our own software and I'm focused on sending a minimum of 10 to 25 booking links, because we have that many people from just the continual send 10 that we've been doing for a long time. So I'm looking to send at least 10 to 25 booking links every single day. Now, if you think about that, sending that many links every single day, how many calls are going to get booked? A lot, right? Like that. It doesn't have to be that extreme for you. We have a full team and do some other things, but consistency every single day. You need to get in there and do it. And lastly is persistent, right? You're going to get knocked down. You're going to get people that hate on you. They throw shade on you and they do these other things. That's okay. Expect that. When you're hearing that, you're doing a good thing. Russell Brunson once told me, if you're not pissing somebody off by noon, you're not working or marketing or selling hard enough, right? So be persistent. If you, and you know, the great Les Brown says, you know, you're going to get knocked down and you're going to get knocked on your back. But if you get knocked down on your back, listen, if you can see up, you better get up, right? And it's the idea of being convicted, staying consistent, and being persistent no matter what happens. Just keep going down the path, because you will win, you will dominate your game, and you will grow your business 100%. Those are the 4 steps to identifying your target market audience and how to actually get out and go do it. Work on that Send 10 campaign. I promise it will help you tremendously, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this, and share it with somebody else that might need it. But until we talk next time, ciao for now.